Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I decided I'm going to be doing some school-related videos because it is back to school season. Everyone's going back to school. To those of you who are, I'm sorry. I do not envy you at all, but I hope that these videos I'm making can hopefully make your experience going back to school a little bit better. I wish that I had videos like this to watch when I was younger. I guess I was going to school. I probably did, but I just didn't know them. So yesterday I uploaded a back to school thrifted outfits video. Yesterday I also posted on my Instagram story for you guys to ask me questions related to school for kind of like advice, stuff like that. So today's video is going to be a school related Q&A. I'm definitely not an expert by any means, but I hope that I can just share my experience and my sort of personal, I guess, tips with you guys. Hopefully it will help you, who knows. And I just want to also apologize for like profusely sweating in this video if that happens, because it's literally so hot right now. We do not have AC and I can't have the fan on because it makes too loud of a noise, so I'm just like sitting here like drenched in sweat filming, so I'm sorry. And then yes, my hair is blonde. If you guys didn't see my thrifted lookbook thing for my back to school video, you would have seen, yeah, my hair was blonde, or is blonde. I have dyed it, so. It's new me. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through the questions. I actually didn't get that many, and a lot of them were kind of repeat questions, and the like #1 question that I got asked, I'm actually making a separate video about because that's just like a whole other topic. So this video might be kind of short. Okay, someone said, senior year, is it a joke or should you try? To be honest, you should always try. You should always try your best at everything that you do in life. That's honestly what I think. You should try your best. You shouldn't just give up. Even if you're just taking like an art class or a ceramics class or something that maybe doesn't really count for college credit or whatever, you should still try your best anyways. But also, you shouldn't take school too seriously, and I hope your parents aren't going to yell at me or something. You shouldn't take school too seriously. You want to be able to look back at your time in school and have fond memories. Memories of you and your friends having fun, not just memories of you being stressed about studying, stressed about tests, stressed about grades. To be honest, I'm telling you this because that's what happened to me. When I look back at high school, it was like the worst time in my life, and it's because I took a lot of things too seriously. Next question. Advice for starting life after high school. This is a really hard question because this completely depends on you as a person and what you want to do, and a lot of people don't know what they want to do. I knew what I wanted to do in terms of not academically speaking. I knew that I wanted to travel, focus on my passions, create my videos, do stuff like that, work on myself. Academically, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and so I decided that it wasn't a good idea for me to go to school since I didn't know what I wanted to do. And honestly, every single person has a completely different path they take after high school. Some people just get married and have a family right away. Some people go straight to college. Some people just get a job and start working. Some people move out of town. Some people go traveling. There's literally so many different things that can happen, and you need to really listen to what you want to do. And if you don't know what you want to do, don't make giant commitments yet, because then you'll be stuck doing something that you're not entirely sure of and your heart's not into it. That's just my advice, and I'm a very intuitive person, and I like to follow my heart and my gut and, you know, listen to myself and what I want to do. And I know that I'm not the type of person that can do something that I don't want to do. I can't force myself to do it. I just really, really know what I want, and when I know what I want, I know what I don't want. If that makes sense. Someone asked, did I take any APs? Yes, I was a full honors AP, IB student. I was one of those people. I was in all the AP classes, all of the IB classes, and all the honors classes. Whatever the highest class was, basically, that my school offered of that specific subject. I was in that class. Do I recommend that? Depends on you, but for me, no, I don't. Okay, this is a good question. Unfortunately, I don't have any personal experience in this, but I will share my thoughts. So someone said, hi, I'm going to a new school next year and I'm scared that I'm not going to meet anyone like-minded and authentic. Any advice? To meet people who are authentic and like-minded, you you need to be authentic. You need to be yourself. This is so cliche, but I mean that in, you know, if you don't want to try to fit in just because it's a new school and maybe everyone's sort of like a certain way and you come from somewhere a little bit different, or maybe you don't know a lot of people there and you're starting to compare yourself to these people and you are thinking of like kind of changing, even subconsciously, to be like that, then people aren't going to like that, which is, it's kind of like a weird conflict thing, but people like authentic people. So the best advice I can give you is to literally be yourself. Again, so cliche, but it's just that one piece of advice that will never fail in any situation. Like being yourself, being true to yourself, following your truth, not changing yourself, not comparing yourself. And yeah, if you want to meet people like-minded, then like, I don't know, if you're into art or you're into photography or you're into like certain things, take those classes or join those clubs and you will probably meet like-minded people. Another thing, actually, even if you're not athletic, like if you're not really into sports or athletic, I still recommend like kind of doing some sort of sport, because honestly, it's a really, really, really good way to make friends. Even just like track and field or something, where like you can just kind of pick what you want to do. You don't even have to be good at it, you know? You can just do it, go to the practices. Yeah, they're hard, I guess, you know, it's exercise, whatever. Sports is a really good way to make friends because you're with those people almost every day. And it's a really good way, you know, you have like teammates and teamwork and stuff. So yeah, I recommend doing a sport, but that's just me. Have you ever thought about college? Yes. Separate video, because I got a lot of questions about that. I got a lot of stuff to say. And any tips on making new friends? I'm super introverted. Okay, so I just basically did that. I'm also very introverted. I spent my entire senior year basically by myself, so that was fun. That can also be another video. I want to do a video about my high school experience. There's just so much to say. It's probably gonna be like an hour-long video. Honestly, it's funny because since I'm not in school anymore, it's like school was how you made friends. Now that I'm not in school, it's so hard to make friends because I guess, you know, you make friends if you have a job, but I don't have a job. So like, it's really weird when you're an adult and it's like, how do you even make friends? Because when you're in school, it seems to come so easy. Just because you're in classes with a lot of the same people, or especially like sports or clubs, if you're in like choir, drama, or band or something, you're going to meet people that way. A lot of those kids at my school, all the kids in like the same clubs or the same sports were all friends, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that as well. And it's just kind of the way that it goes. You guys all have like this common interest. And I mean, even in classes, when you're just sitting with people at tables, you're gonna have to talk. You know, your teachers are probably gonna partner you up with people for projects or sit you next to somebody, and eventually you're gonna talk to them. And that's just kind of, it just almost kind of flows naturally, I guess. And I'm definitely not that like I'm not good at making friends. So it even came kind of easy for me in school when I look back now at that. And the only reason I didn't have friends in senior year was just because I felt like I couldn't relate to anyone. So it was kind of my choice, to be honest. I could have had friends if I wanted to, but tips on maintaining a healthy diet on a tight schedule. Okay, that's a good question. So, school and even just having a job in general, you're obviously really busy. When I was in high school, I became vegan my sophomore year, and that's when I really got into being healthy, being fit. I mean, I was like crazy healthy and like crazy into exercise, like probably to the point where I was unhealthy. So, definitely balance. Find the balance. Every school is different, so I don't know what time your school starts in the morning or what time you get home from school if you have like, you know, like a club after school or something. I have no idea. If you have a ton of homework, you want to find that balance. I think eating is actually not that hard because I think you can always find time to eat healthy. There's so many different videos on YouTube for like easy, quick snacks, like vegan snacks or healthy snacks. There's just tons of options. Or like pre-making your lunch before, the night before, and then in the morning you have that, or pre-making your breakfast the night before, like overnight oats. In the morning you wake up, just eat your oats. But I woke up really early in high school because I wanted to give myself time to be able to work out in the morning. I love working out in the morning more than in the evening or afternoon. But if you like working out in the evening, I feel like that's easier with school. But I just liked the morning, so I would literally wake up at 5 in the morning, either go to the gym or go for a run. I would ride my bike to school, and then I would ride my bike back home after school, and then go to the gym or go for a run. And it was just like insane. and I still had homework on top of that. So I was kind of crazy. I don't recommend doing that. Definitely find balance. You don't want to overdo anything. But I mean, even just a smoothie in the morning, really easy, but also you don't want to be starving at school, so make sure you eat enough. You can go back and like watch my old videos on when I was in high school, but I don't eat like that anymore. And that was, like I said, I was kind of crazy back then. I was like overly healthy and over exercising, so I don't recommend that, but you can still kind of see how I got that done, even with, I mean, like I said, I was taking honors classes, AP, IB classes. I even had an after-school class once a week, and I would still ride my bike home afterwards, so I was just kind of, yeah, crazy. But you can definitely make it work. I feel like I'm rushing through these, but honestly, I'm so hot, and I'm so sorry. Okay, another, do you think about going to college or continuing school at all? That's going to be in the other video. We're going to talk all about that and my choice not to go to college. Last question, advice for juniors regarding the ACT, SAT. So, I did not take the ACT. And another thing I didn't take was the test seriously. I just kind of, like, didn't really care. Like I said, I took like honors and AP, IB classes, so I was good in school, I was good at taking tests, but the SAT, which is the test that I did take, the math portion was just, I completely just, no, math is not my thing. So, sorry, I'm probably kind of freaking you out, but the advice I have is to definitely not procrastinate. I mean, if you really, you know, like you have a college you want to go to, you need an SAT score to get into that college, then by all means, study your ass off, girl. Study. But again, balance. But don't procrastinate until the last second. Don't try to cram stuff. I really like organization and kind of like structure with things like that. So pick a section and like once a week, focus on that. Or like every day, you know, pick a new section to kind of study and then go back, do flashcards. Flashcards are my jam. I love flashcards. They helped me a lot. But whatever kind of way you like to study, some people are more visual learners, some people are more audio, I don't know. You know you more than I know you. Probably not the best person to ask advice for, but I didn't get the best SAT score, so obviously what I didn't work, and that was to procrastinate and not really study and just wing it. So don't do that if you want a good score. Those are all the questions. I hope that these answered some of your questions, obviously. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you, makes your transition back into school. Makes your transition back into school a little bit smoother, smooth sailing, just easier. Hopefully this helped you a little bit, gave you some insight. I wish I would have done some of these things before I started school because I just learned from trial and error, really. I didn't really have anyone to sort of guide me or help me maneuver my way through the 4 years of my life that was high school. So, hope this helped, hope you liked it, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!